Sit back, strap in, and get ready for After Hours with TC Restani. This is Abigail Harwich, executive producer, welcoming you to the show. And now, TC Restani!
Alrighty, welcome to the After Hours with TC Restani, the podcast, post-Labor Day edition. Actually, when you're hearing this, it's long past Labor Day because we are a week behind on our podcast, and I am TC Restani, emanating from the palatial podcast Penthouse, emanating here from Restani Productions for another fun-filled episode of, you guessed it, After Hours. And I want to go around the horn right now and introduce my esteemed panel of experts, starting off on my immediate left, the milkman himself, Quincy Briscoe.
And how you doing?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. You know, how did everyone's Labor Day go?
It went Labor Day.
Oh.
We'll have to get into that down the line.
Laboriously great.
And the man who's laboriously great over there is my mentor, Mr. Ricky Bittman.
I have been busy since we left the last podcast.
I understand that. I heard that through the grapevine. I actually, I ran into Tosh. Mm-hmm. You know, she was delivering something down here, a mail for you or something at Restani Productions about 7 or 8 hours ago.
Wow.
And she was saying that, have you seen Ricky? He's very tired from the Labor Day weekend.
It was brutal. I mean, since I left, we had CJ. CJ, I'm so sorry.
You're tongue-tied over there.
I'm as tired as this guy is, and I get an abundance of sleep.
I get no sleep.
I'm just worn out. I'm just physically and mentally drained.
Well, you are 60.
You know, you're not kidding. You know what I did today?
No.
I lost my glasses. First time ever where I sat down and I said to myself, I do not remember where I put my glasses.
Where were they?
They were in another office.
They weren't on your head, right?
No, if that happens, I mean, I have done that in the past where I look for my glasses and they were on my face, but that's common with a lot of people who wear glasses. But I was like, I don't even know where to go in this building to find my glasses.
And where were they?
I had to retrace my steps, and I found them in an empty office where I went to make a phone call.
On your phone or a landline?
A landline. I like to use landlines when I deliver bad news, so.
Oh, okay.
Bad news?
Why, so the kids can't record it or anything?
No, it's just, you know what it is, too? I don't like, because I dabble in this print company. I own a little piece.
I know, you got a little piece of the action.
And I had to deliver some bad news to a client. I don't like people overhearing.
What was the bad news?
A job that they expected to be delivered tomorrow is probably not going to be delivered till next Thursday. But it turns out, this job had to be put on a pallet to ship out west.
How far west?
Probably to like California or Arizona or something.
Well, if California is the end of the line for the west, unless you're going over the ocean to
No, it definitely
Hawaii.
wasn't that. So somewhere out there. But that really, it was just, we had to make this pallet shipment. Now, the issue now is there's another truck leaving in a week from today. So guy says, all right, to be honest with you, we can put this off a week because I need the time. So, but I don't want people overhearing this bad news and then going like, it's none of their business. So I go in this room and I use a landline. I love using a landline.
You have to dial 1 first?
You probably don't have to, but I just do. I don't know if you have to. I always do. Like, even if I'm dialing 617, I go 1-617, blah, 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 blah.
You have to hit 9 for an outside line?
I don't think you do with this phone. I can't remember doing it, so I don't think so.
Well, that's always a good thing.
What the hell's this?
I don't know. We're having people wandering in and out of here.
I better go investigate.
You better go investigate that. I mean, I told you to lock the door to the podcast penthouse, and we have someone from shipping and receiving.
He went up the freight. He came out of the freight elevator.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the wrong way.
This is the TV studio.
Oh,
That's the way you're looking for the way out.
All right there. Technical difficulties. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Good job, Quince. What was that guy looking for?
The way out. I think
The way out. Okay, well, why didn't you use the way he came in,
He must have came up from the freight elevator from that place next door.
Wait, does this have anything to do with your shipping?
I don't know, but I'll tell you right now, I don't like this.
All right, well, she's not here this week. Monitoring.
This is why we need Cousin Leo to do this, like a review of our safety precaution issues down here.
Well, I'll put that in a memo to who I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I would.
OMG Abby.
Oh, scumbag, huh?
What else did he say, Quincy? You're the one who had a conversation with the guy.
He said, the way out. That's like, the way out. It's like, well, that's the way out. Oh, it is. Like,
Well, we do have a brewery, right next door to our building. Maybe
Yeah,
someone
that's what
who
it
just
is.
wandered in who had a little bit too much.
that's what I was thinking.
He looked a little drunk to me.
Yeah, a little. He made it all the way up to the penthouse.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. That freight elevator. Nobody watches that.
Well, we used to have that guy, but I don't know what happened to him. What was his name?
Lenny.
Was it Lenny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lenny Perica.
I never used the freight elevator, so I don't know who Lenny was.
Lenny
but-
Perica. He had really thick Coke bottle glasses and buck teeth. He's going, you want to go up the freight elevator, Ricky? I said, no, I'm going to go up this one.
What happened to him? Did he retire?
I think he had a scratch ticket for $10,000 and he retired on it.
Oh, well, good for Lenny.
Yeah, he doesn't do much. So.
Lenny, where are you when we need you?
Yeah, Lenny.
Well, there you go. And anything can happen here on the After Hours of TC Restani, the podcast.
Do you want to start working that freight elevator?
We got more people coming in here.
Another one.
Hi.
Can I help you?
See?
No, wrong place. The freight elevator, probably over there. You going
Next door?
Next door at the place. Okay. All right.
See?
Where is Lenny when we need him?
I'm telling you right
This
now,
is
Lenny,
great.
if you're listening, this is a big problem.
It is going
What
on.
did she say? English?
I don't know. Maybe they're teaching English as a second language somewhere in this vicinity.
Did someone say they could, because we have a studio here, they think they can come down and use it?
They want to, I guess. I mean, see, this is what happens when Miss OMG doesn't show up.
Wow.
Well, the thing you have to watch out for is they allow kids in the bar. It's like maybe like the who run the bar have kids.
I just don't know why coming in here would be their first choice.
I don't know. It's an appealing place, There are pictures of us on the wall.
Yeah.
So maybe
Whoever knows who's going to come to that revolving elevator door tonight. I mean, it's like who we need. We need that guy in the Jeffersons, that doorman.
Yes. Yeah, that always had his hand.
Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like
We need Ralph the doorman to work our Restani Productions.
I will say this shit, very nice ass.
She was very cute. She was very cute. You looking for a job?
We should have just told him to sit down. That would have made probably.
We'll teach you some English.
Yeah.
well, the thing I loved about that is Pat knows he showed me a picture.
Who's Pat?
I'm not Pat. Someone in the audience told me.
I know.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, before he became the doorman, I loved him.
You mean Ralph, not Pat.
Yeah.
All right.
But the thing I learned, I was only a kid.
You need to learn English, I guess, this episode.
Anglais?
Anglais. Well, like before he could become a doorman on the Jeffersons, I learned him, and I loved him as I'm going to paint a 10. Now that's
that's Mr. Bentley.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Paul Benedict.
And he was from Boston.
Was he from Boston?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was from Boston. He had a British accent on the Jeffersons. But he was from Boston.
And now what part did he? Okay, Bentley. Okay, right.
No. Bentley. Now I'm getting all confused here with all these names here.
Yeah.
All right. Benedict was the actor's real last name, but he played Mr. Bentley on the Jeffersons. Ralph was the doorman who we wish was working down here to replace Lenny so no one could keep coming through the freight elevator.
Okay.
All right. We all on the same page here?
I am now.
Okay.
Sort of.
All right. Talk into your microphone so the work can
Sort
hear
of,
you.
yeah.
All right, Jesus.
Anyway, but before you become, in the Jeffersons, I love them as I'm going to paint a 10. Now let's see, where can I paint a 10?
Oh, I know. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Well, before you have to be a kid, and what better place so someone in the front of the audience says,
Do you think he painted a 10 on Mr. Jefferson?
he could if he wants to, sure.
I remember one episode, he painted a number on the head of a guy who ended up being on the electric company.
So
That
important.
Mexican guy that was on the electric company?
Oh, yeah.
He also played Chico, the cab driver, in Stir Crazy. Remember at the beginning?
Oh, he had the pliers
with
on
the pliers
guy?
on the guy's
Yeah, yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
He's a great
remember.
character actor. I wonder what his name is.
I don't know. He's no longer with us, I believe.
You know what? I forgot. I got to show you something before I forget.
Uh-oh. What do you got to show us? You see, Ricky Bittman is standing up from his chair.
I did it again. I fell down.
What do you have, a scar or something?
Remember I said earlier I lost my glasses?
Yeah.
Now I fell down. Look at
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Ooh, look at that bruise on the knee there.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, but I took a terrible tumble.
Now, where did this happen?
I was walking up a road called Mile Road in Wells, Maine.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, 4th of July weekend, I stumbled in the exact same spot where I fell this time. Like you're walking along, to the left is a guardrail, like you see along the highway, and beyond that is a little stone hill down to the ocean. But I'm walking on the street pavement in the breakdown lane, so there's a white line to our right, and we got this little about 3 feet of pavement there. And as I'm walking, like this little part of the pavement sort of chipped away. So I'm putting my foot down, and I'm talking, and I'm looking. It's a beautiful day, and my foot goes right into that little pit, and I went right down hard.
Was it kind of like the stumble that happened when Apollonia walked in The Godfather?
What? Oh, no. I always notice that. That's so funny you should mention that. But no. Well, the first one was. The second one was I just went flat out down.
Well, here's a bit of advice. When you go back up to Wells, Maine, avoid that street.
I am going to have to. Yeah.
Right.
But of course, but now the funny thing is this is a very busy street. So there's traffic coming down to the beach and traffic leaving the beach. It's called Mile Road for a reason. It's a mile long. All the traffic on Mile Road stops because an old man fell. Okay. And talk about embarrassing. So now I'm down there. I'm trying to get up, and I'm like, oh. So I get into a sitting position, and I just went, I'm all right. And everyone started getting back in their cars because people were getting out to help me.
Did you go, I've fallen and I can't get out?
No, because they would have helped me up, and that would have been embarrassing.
Well, that was a nasty bruise there.
Yeah, no. Should we take a picture of it and show
We'll
it?
take a picture. If you're watching this right now on YouTube,
That's my knee.
there is Ricky Bittman's knee and the injury that happened right there. I mean, did you go see Dr. McMurphy?
I should have. I went back to the. I'm gonna lift the curtain on my life here. So I went back to the room, and you know what I cleaned it out with?
Let me guess here. Peroxide.
Close. A hemorrhoid wipe.
Well, it's better than some of the crap he comes up with.
That's true. I didn't use any carburetor fluid,
Right.
or any hornet killer, but I cleaned it because it's just all that's in there is witch hazel.
It's just an antiseptic.
Yeah, so I cleaned it all out with that because I didn't want.
You were a little further south in the hemorrhoid, region.
So, but I said that'll probably clean it out good. Of course, Tasha was disgusted by that. I'm like, I didn't use it first. I just, I cleaned out the wound. I had a little travel thing in my shaving
why did you
kit.
have hemorrhoid pads on vacation?
I was just saying, I have a little travel thing, a little sleeve, and I keep it in my my shaving kit.
Okay.
Because you never know. I mean, listen, I'm not plagued by these things, but every now and then, you know
my grandfather used to call his hemorrhoids?
What?
Grapes.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I've never looked at them. I've never seen them. And I've never looked at pictures of them.
He had very bad grapes.
Yeah,
and
I want to let everyone know these are not very bad.
And a couple times a year, he used to call me up and he goes, I need a ride. For what? I got to get the grapes scraped.
Oh, no. I haven't had to do that.
The grapes scraped.
Yeah. So, but, these are the things that plague the elderly. But,
well, why don't you just carry on some Preparation H?
Well, I'm not at that point yet. This is just sort of, it's a nice little clean of the area. After you,
business.
Yeah, you could do worse things than just,
Sure.
We know how much toilet paper he uses.
Oh, my God. You use more toilet paper than the kids use it before the night before football games on the trees. What are you talking about?
Well, so
You want to be a football hero.
You like cleaning the nether regions?
who's that? Is that a football team? Or?
Yes, it is. They're Pop Warner.
The New England Nether Regions.
Oh yeah, Papa wanted football. Isn't that like kids football? Or?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I always wanted to do?
No, what's that?
I always wanted to go up to the high school. We got a great football field up there and see a game on a Friday night.
Have fun.
You wouldn't want to go?
You know why?
No,
You know where I'll be on a Friday night?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Peter Wu.
Peter Wu.
Peter Wu.
Whoa.
Peter Wu. You know where I'm going to be tomorrow?
The Kowloon?
No, I don't go to Kowloon every weekend. I got to go to Mexico Lindo.
Well, it's not a bad place.
No, but Tasha invited, her and this other woman get together, so the four of us go. They're her husband, and I'm like, so we go to sit there.
What's your go-to drink there?
I will go say it's an excellent question.
Thank you.
Their margaritas are spectacular, okay? But the only problem is I can only drink one, which I've mentioned on this
Because you
podcast.
only have one other extra knee.
That's true. And it's a funny thing is I don't usually fall when I'm drunk. Usually that happens when I'm sober. I think every time I've fallen, I've been sober. But at any rate, their margaritas are good, but I can only have one because I just get
Maybe the people who walked in here worked there. Maybe they had coupons.
They might have. That would have been nice. Could have used them. But my go-to is a nice Dos Equis Amber Draft with a little lime squeezed in there, or an Estrella Jalisco.
What's that?
That's a bottled beer from Mexico that's actually very light and crisp and delicious when it's ice cold. I don't put any lime
Does
in
it have a worm in it?
No, that's just tequila. That is called tequila con gusano. Tequila con gusano is tequila with worm.
Great.
That's what that means. I'm not a big tequila guy.
Can't say I've ever had any.
It'd probably make me throw up a lot.
Right. I'm just a kamikaze dude.
Yeah. I know people who just they'll get like this much tequila and just sip it. I can't do that.
What's the point of that? Don't you want to enjoy the drink?
Yeah, that's how I am. I like to throw down with beers.
Because I used to watch Bar Rescue, and they put a little dainty little pour and whatnot.
Yeah, when people order like a neat,
They're mixologists, like they're curing diseases out there. You're mixing booze together, all right?
I mean, I do like a few different mixed drinks. I do like a good margarita, of course, and I like a good mojito, which is made with fresh mint leaf. Very good for your digestion. Makes you feel good. Yeah, it's nice.
Now, the margaritas that have salt on it.
I always get it with salt, yeah.
All right. What if you have high blood pressure?
You don't get it with salt.
All right, well, that answers that
But
question.
this is not a margarita. If you don't get it with salt, and you got to have that good
Now, why does it have salt? What's the
That's a great
connection? What's the
question. I don't know.
chemical thing with the salt?
It's a really good question. I've never really questioned it, but like when you see people doing shots of tequila, remember Caddyshack?
Of course.
And the whole thing is what do you do first? Excuse
Do
me.
the lime and then you chug it?
No, yeah.
Or snort the
Wait a minute.
salt?
That's what Ty did. But you sprinkle the salt. You take the shot. You suck the lime, and then you lick the salt. I think, but I don't know why.
Is it just some like rhythmic ceremony or
Supposedly,
ritual?
it just helps the tequila go down or be smooth. I don't know. But I like when I get that nice margarita, I sip it around, so I get the salt in every sip. So I go all the way around.
I used to have salt misers, those popcorns that I had that had more salt than popcorn in it.
Salt misers. I never heard of that.
You never heard of the salt misers?
Never.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you the actual. I did not coin this phrase. All right.
Excuse me.
What are you drinking over there? The margarita already?
It's this damn time of year. I'm like, hold on one second. Hold on.
Tequila?
I'm going to get you some more water.
Would it be all right if he did that?
Well, he's already left the podcast podium once,
Would you mind, Quincy?
and you have the nice clear solo cup.
Yes, very good, and it's full capacity, but just a little dry tonight.
Yeah, a little dry. All right. Well, getting back to the salt miser.
The salt miser.
Salt miser.
So
No.
that's not a brand.
No, that's not. It could be a brand.
Okay.
I did not coin this phrase. This is going back over 40 years.
Salt miser.
I had two friends. I will not use their last names. They were known. Let's call them Mark and Jerry.
Okay.
Shall we?
All right.
Mark and Jerry used to work at a second-rate movie theater when they were about 14 years old.
And what's a second-rate movie theater?
Not like the main house, but then after it's in the movie theaters for like a few months, and
Gotcha.
it goes to the little
Gotcha. Okay, I want to make sure
the
you know
little
what-
bootleg theaters, right? Where they had like two screens.
Yeah.
All right. Now, they had weekend jobs at this little bootleg theater, and they would ride their mopeds there.
Yeah.
Now, Mark and Jerry were very sarcastic wise asses.
Okay, I
I guess
like
that's
them
why,
already.
I guess is why I hung around with them. And they used to let me go to the movies there free all the time.
Okay.
And what they would do was they would take a large popcorn container.
Okay.
Now mind you, this is around 1985, 86.
Mm-hmm.
So they would fill. It wouldn't be the paper one. It would be the sturdy
The tub.
the tub.
Yes,
there you go.
yes.
The tub ones.
I like the tub. I don't like the bag.
The bag was just because it made too much
Thank you,
noise.
Quincy.
And
you're a dog.
and let me get his water so he can refresh his palate here before I go on with the
Tosh made me a grilled cheese with tomato tonight. Maybe that's-
unbelievable. All right, back to regularly scheduled programming.
Yes.
They would take the tub
The
for the
tub.
popcorn,
Yeah.
and they would put a layer of salt, then a layer of popcorn, then a layer of salt,
Oof.
then a layer of popcorn, then a layer of salt,
Oh, wait, what do you mean a layer of salt? So the first thing that goes in is a layer of salt.
a layer of salt.
They just take the box of salt and they
Yeah,
coat
they
the
would just,
bottom.
you would just it looked like a couple inches of snow. In
All right, and then popcorn
then
goes on
popcorn,
there.
and then more salt, then popcorn, more salt, popcorn, more salt. And they would put that aside for someone who's a complete dickhead.
No.
All right. So and there were many dickheads that used to come into these movie theaters. Guys who didn't want to bring their kids and they were just assholes and whatnot. So obviously they knew they were going to order the popcorn. So they would put the salt miser to the side, and they would give this person the salt miser,
Yeah.
knowing that as soon as they put their hand in there and they didn't get a drink, they'd be coming back.
What's the salt miser?
Well, you're just going to have to listen to the rebroadcast of this. So we have to move on.
Well, I thought
It's salty popcorn. Salty popcorn.
Well, I love theater flavored salty popcorn.
Okay, not this one.
Salty beyond your imagination.
It was a practical joke, a prank. So they knew this person was going to come back thirsty, as all thirsty people are when they have that amount of sodium.
Yeah.
and they would give them their special lemonade.
Oh dear God!
And I think you can put 2 and 2 together.
No.
What the lemonade was.
No.
Yes.
They didn't. Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, it was.
Now the salt miser's funny, but the lemonade, I draw the line.
No pun intended, pissed my pants when I saw this.
Mark and Jerry, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Mark and Jerry, you know what they also used to do? They used to go to Sears over at the mall down the street.
When it was time for dessert and chocolate.
No. That was all the.
In other words, they spiked the lemonade.
Yes, they spiked the lemonade.
That's not good.
And when they got caught, some guy said, "You're in trouble."
Well, you play pranks like that, you're going to get caught.
Oh, spoil sport.
You're a crybaby. Right. Getting back, when that job didn't last long because they got fired because people found out what they were doing. Oh. And then they got a job over at Sears. And they didn't last over there long because...
What could they do at Sears?
Because they wanted to see how far they could fling a mannequin off of a balcony in Sears, because it was a 2-level Sears. Oh. And they used to do that when people were buying records.
Oh, no. Well, people are in the store?
They didn't aim it towards the people. They just aimed it away from them just to see the reaction when a mannequin just came down and just like exploded with limbs everywhere.
This one I'm in favor of, because anyone that would buy a record at Sears deserves to have something thrown at them. You go to a record store.
I bought my records at Sears. You know what my first record I bought at Sears was?
What?
Pac-Man Fever.
Wait a minute. Who was it? I'm trying to think.
Oh, Buckheimer or whatever. I forgot who that.
Yeah, it was an interesting name.
It was that was actually on like a Bandstand.
Well, it was a popular song.
It was a popular song.
They had to put it on Bandstand
back in '82.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was that's the Salt Miser.
Pac-Man Fever.
Driving me crazy. Oh. I got a pocket full of quarters and I'm heading to the arcade. Do 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 do. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm spending everything I made. Do do.
See that in my day, because I lived a few years before you, the novelty song was Mr. Jaws and Disco Duck. Those were the 2 big ones.
Disco Duck.
Yeah.
By Rick Dees.
Rick Dees.
Disco Duck.
Disco Duck.
And of course, who doesn't remember Mr. Jaws? A lot of people. That's when everything was music.
You remember Mr. Jaws?
Only through him.
Yeah.
Because I was too young when that first came out.
That was great.
We were here at the beach where a great white just ate a lady swimmer. Yeah. Well, Mr. Jaws, how was that first bite? How sweet it is. And Mr. Jaws, then they just played bits of all the golden oldies. Yeah. It's an awesome song.
Yeah. It was a very strange novelty song.
Didn't Rick Dees have his own like talk show?
That I don't remember.
Or did he do like a Casey Kasem type of deal?
He definitely did a Casey Kasem. He was a very popular DJ.
Out in Los Angeles.
Yes. But, of course, when he came out with Disco Duck, he had to put out an album after that. And one of the other songs on the album was Disco-Rilla.
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 Maybe that's where they came up with the idea of Donkey Kong.
Mm. It's possible.
See, you never know.
I just don't know why I have this tickle tonight.
I think I know what that is.
COVID?
No, I don't think it's COVID.
For Christ's sakes.
If it is COVID, don't get me sick. I have to go to Peter Wu.
I'm not sick. This happened to me in the barber chair yesterday. The barber was worried about me.
Maybe your hair went down there, huh?
No, maybe.
Hair pie, like in Revenge of the Nerds?
Pan down. What do you think it is? You said you know what this is.
I have no idea what it is.
It's just it's this time of year. Everything's very dry in my throat. I'm like an old Jewish woman. It's very dry. Morty, more water.
Drink some milk.
I'll have that when I get home.
I know where you can get some.
Did you see the picture? Did I send you the picture of that giant shopping cart full of milk?
I have not seen that. No.
Did I forget to send that?
Every Thursday when Quincy Briscoe comes down here to the podcast penthouse, you only got 4 gallons of milk this week.
All right, this guy.
Well, I gotta finish up drinking.
Oh well, yeah. That looks like an average day at the.
What do you think of that?
Quincy shopping spree.
I think that's awesome.
You do, huh?
You know what? They could be getting ready for.
Should I send you this picture?
You can send me that picture. Yeah.
They could be getting ready for a Halloween fling.
Halloween fling.
Time out.
Well, fling is another word for.
I know what a fling is, but why'd you say Halloween? It is now September 4th, and you're talking about Halloween fling.
Are you aware of expiration dates by any chance?
Oh yeah, but on the other hand, that could be for his house. Maybe don't forget now, milk. You can drink it. You can do a lot of recipes with it. It all depends on what the first recipe calls for with milk.
What is a Halloween fling in your estimation? Like, what is that?
Well, I guess, Fling is like you come around, you play songs like the Monster Mash and whatever.
So it could be a Halloween party, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Fling is another word after the word party came along.
Fling is what Mark and Jerry did to the mannequins
Yeah.
at Sears. They flung them down the balcony.
Yeah, well,
Okay, all right.
I know that, but no,
Quincy, are you
I-
going to come to my birthday fling? Doesn't sound right, does it?
birthday fling. Maybe that came after the word party.
Well, maybe.
Could be. You never know. You know what we're going to do down here? We discussed this with some of our people down here. We're going to have a Halloween tree.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, but how you go? You take a tree and then
You decorate it with Halloween stuff. Real hard to
I
figure
can
it out.
tell who's not in favor of this already.
I just never really heard of a Halloween tree.
Because it's something new.
Yeah, he's creating it. I think it's a great idea. So, like, you have like orange lights.
We'll have orange and purple lights on there.
Beautiful. I like that.
And we'll have little ghosts and vampires and
cool.
Frankensteins.
Why not?
And why not?
Why does it have to be just a Christmas
Do
tree?
you know why? You know the logic and the thinking of this is you set it up once, and Christmas is only
By the time Halloween's over, it's already time to start decorating for Christmas.
right. So there you go. So I think, Quincy, we're going to be setting up the Halloween tree down here at Restani Productions probably in the next, I'd say 3.5 weeks.
Maybe if it's universal, then we could call it the holiday tree.
No, it's not holiday. It's the Halloween tree.
Yeah, but if the decorations are universal,
They're not
then
universal. We're going to have ghosts and goblins on it. You don't have that for Christmas.
that's why I'm saying maybe if we could just get some universal decorations.
But how do you have universal decorations between Halloween and Christmas? What, does Santa Claus have an axe?
Yeah, like Santa
Well,
on a
you
little
just
broom.
gave me an idea. Half Halloween and half Christmas, and then that way,
So you just rotate the tree in the window? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, and then you just turn the tree around, and then and that's it. And then
All right, fine. So it's kind of
and that way,
it's the yin and the yang of the holiday season.
I think this is a terrible idea.
well, no, think about it.
We should
You-
separate the holidays. You don't want to mix them.
Yeah, but-
I agree with Ricky. I think that idea is stupid because I want to have a
No.
I didn't
Halloween.
say stupid.
I did. I want to have a Halloween tree, and then we can have a regular Christmas tree. All right.
Well, where's it going to stop? Next will be a Thanksgiving tree.
Well, if you know
Hang
what?
turkeys
You know
from it?
what? On top of the Halloween tree, we'll have a deformed turkey. So that'll be like previewing the next holiday.
No, I never heard about.
Because we're just coming up with this now. We're creating.
Yeah. It's all about the creation, man. It's all about the creation.
Well, like I said, I remember a long while back. Maybe I'll have to do it again.
What?
I sang "Telephone Line" at the Christmas tree. It's a song from our Electric Light
Electric
Orchestra.
Light Orchestra, yeah.
It's an awesome song, so it's like I know what I
Wait a
can
minute,
do.
you sang it at the Christmas tree?
Yeah. Instead of singing a holiday tune, and it went over big, so it's like maybe we should do
Where did
this
this
again.
happen? I'm curious.
I wasn't here for this. When did this happen, Quince?
A couple of years ago, so
Where?
I'll do it again.
Where
Were
did
you
this
at a
take
Christmas
place?
fling or something?
Right here, we were just
Oh,
having.
you did it here?
We must not have been here that night.
I'll
when
do
you
it
were,
again.
Were you singing non-Christmas songs to the Christmas tree?
Hello?
How are you? Have you been all right? So I'm gonna have to do that again. I'll sing some ELO songs, and then it'll be unique, original, and
It'll definitely be unique and original. And we'll have to maybe videotape that and send that out as a video holiday greeting card for people. But
There you
Christmas
go.
is a little way down the road, and you hate it, and we're not going to talk about it.
I think we should film a Christmas video using that song. Well, we can't because we can't put it anywhere, right? Because of the.
Because the copyright.
Well, what if we did the karaoke version? People sing karaoke on
You want to go set it up? Feel free.
That's not my deal. I don't do that. You can't set up one camera and him in front of the Christmas tree singing that?
Is it the Christmas tree or the Halloween tree?
No, the Christmas tree.
Okay. All
we'll
right.
do it on all trees. How's that?
Because it's kind of like a
So
Christmas
we'll
song.
just take
It's
you to
very-
the forest then if you want to do
It's
it.
very sad. It's like kind of like, people that you haven't talked to in a long time, you call them up at Christmas time.
Yeah, why is that? Why do people only wait until the holiday season?
Christmas tends to make people very sentimental.
Not me.
I know. Well, nothing makes you sentimental, for Christ's sake.
Well, you know what's making me
Except
sentimental?
the goddamn Peter Wu and Chilla and those big-breasted women.
And on Halloween this year, they're re-releasing Back to the Future in IMAX.
Great.
That'll make me sentimental.
You didn't go to see Jaws in IMAX.
It's not my favorite movie of all time. I've only met two people from. Well, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I've met many people.
Yeah,
from
you
Jaws,
have.
but not as many as the people in Back to the Future, though. I've met. All right, from Jaws, I've met, of course.
What is it with Back to the Future?
It's a movie.
I don't, why is it struck such a chord?
It's one of those things. Why do people like peanut butter pie?
Is it the story? Is it the special effects?
I think it was Leah Thompson's tits. To be honest with
How
you,
did I know that was coming?
I'm being honest.
So she was in Jaws.
She was in Jaws 3.
Well, but if she was in Jaws,
That's where I discovered her.
And it contains a guy that goes.
When Jaws 3 comes out for its 50th anniversary,
in IMAX.
it'll be an IMAX, and I will go to it. But that's a number of years away.
But it's not like, I mean...
The reason I love Back to the Future is I've always been fascinated with time travel prior to the movie Back to the Future.
Okay.
Time After Time was one of my favorite movies
I get you.
growing up as a kid, and I always fascinated. People wanted to go into space. I wanted to go back in time.
Yeah.
And that movie just hit it all thrusters. And it had my favorite actor, Christopher Lloyd from Taxi.
I was just going to say now, it contains a guy that goes, we're going back to the future.
Very good.
You know, that's how come Back to the Future turns out to be what it is.
That must be it.
You know, because
it wasn't. I mean, I think it's a wonderful movie.
And of course,
But you really you are really into
obsessed.
it. Yeah.
No,
And a lot of people are.
because we're smart.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, all right, but it has that movie.
Kidding you.
That movie has everything.
Yeah.
It has a great story, the most famous car in movie history.
Okay.
It has my favorite actor from Taxi, and it has the woman who got me through puberty. Leah Thompson in it. To me, that is my pinnacle of a woman.
So you think the DeLorean's more famous than Herbie the Love Bug?
100%.
You think so?
It's more famous than the Batmobile.
No way.
Okay, then how come it's used in? How come it's in the Peterson Museum of the Batmobile?
That doesn't qualify anything.
Well, it does to me.
The Peterson Museum. Where does he come up with this?
It's in Hollywood. Yeah. I think there is a Batmobile in there, but it's
Oh, now all of a sudden there's a Batmobile.
but it's not front and center like the DeLorean. All right. No one's going around building replicas of the Batmobile as much as they do the time machine.
Well, because it's easy. Because the Batmobile you got to build from scratch. You just get a DeLorean and put a few translucent hoses in there.
A few translucent hoses.
A couple digital clocks. You're halfway home.
yeah, but it takes a lot of technology to build the Batmobile.
Exactly. I'm with you, kid.
It takes
You old fogies in your Batmobile.
well, if you want to build some of these old classical cars,
Right.
you need some good mechanics. Look at the Dukes of Hazzard's car, the Batmobile.
That's my second favorite movie car is the Genera Lee.
There you go.
I'll give you that one. I like that one.
That's gonna take
But they all take a back seat, no pun intended, to the Mach 5.
the Mach 5. You
Now
need
we're
some.
talking.
You need
the
good
Mach 5?
mechanics.
What the hell's the Mach 5 he wants to
Let me
know?
guess. What is that?
Here
Speed
we
Racer?
come.
Oh,
Here comes Speed Racer.
He's a demon on wheels.
That's a cartoon.
He's a
Yeah, but
demon
that's
and
what-
he's gonna be going after someone.
Well, that's what the
Okay, that,
Mach 5 comes from.
but that's not a real car.
Yeah, but
I've seen pictures of it.
It's
People have built that.
it's not a car. It's a cartoon.
yeah, but
Homing, remember the homing pigeon?
of course.
Homing robot was a bird, flew out of the car.
How old are you guys?
Old enough to remember these golden oldies.
That's right.
Right. Okay. You know what? To each his own.
To each his own, to each his own.
And there was the the Hong Kong Fooey Mobile.
Oh yeah, that ranks right up there.
Of course it does. You know, Hong Kong Fooey.
Did
number one
that
supercar.
car have a name?
Yeah, well, it's called. I think I'm going to call it the Hong Kong Fooey
Yeah,
Mobile.
you're gonna call it, but it didn't have a name.
No, it didn't have a name.
Fooey Mobile.
It's not
The
like
Fooey-mobile.
It's not like the Genera Lee. It's not like Kit on Knight Rider. All right. It's not even the Coyote that was on Hardcastle and McCormick.
Jesus.
You know.
You know, it's. But the thing is, like, we grew up with all these golden classic cartoons. Most of us remember, like, we were just kids, but right now we're just being kids at heart. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it.
Nothing's wrong with
Just
that.
having a debate, that's all.
We're having a
Busting balls.
nice conversation about movie cars.
Well, so everyone has their new and old favorites.
I remember one time, I think it was you that called and said, "Get over to the gas station. The Genera Lee
I was
is
next
there."
door.
I've never seen Quincy move that fast
He
before.
was filling up at that gas station right next door to the penthouse.
I remember that. That was like about 7-8 years ago, right? Maybe
Roughly,
longer.
oh, wow.
Don't
yeah,
even
that's-
say that. Christ.
But
That was about that, yeah.
how often do you see the
sketchy.
Genera Lee? It's like
And it was a beautiful thing.
And we're not even in Hazard County.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone had enough money to buy a Genera Lee, so it's like...
That is a cool car. I will say that. I will say that.
You know, but the thing about the Genera Lee is, first of all, the doors are welded shut, you know, because they do a lot of stunts. And so whoever wants to buy a Genera Lee, you have to climb in through the windows. And second, you go the speed limit. You cannot go...
They never went the speed limit.
Whoa.
In the Dukes of Hazzard, they didn't go the speed limit. But
I'm not driving the speed limit if I'm driving
I'm not
the
going
Genera
25 miles an hour at the Genera
Yeah.
Lee. If I'm
I'm
going
going-
into the Genera Lee, I'm going to try to find a dip in the road to see if I can actually jump stuff.
Pedal to the metal for me, kid.
Yeah, but would you know how
You're
to
gonna use your
drive
turn
a
signals
Genera
too,
Lee?
Mary?
You want to be chased by the cops because you're in the Genera Lee.
But let's get one thing straight. If you want to play cops and robbers getting chased...
I'm not
you
saying cops and robbers. I'm saying Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah,
No
we're
cops
cruising
and
for
robbers.
chicks.
You have to learn how to drive the Genera Lee and learn how to go about 70, 80 miles an hour.
It's nothing.
Oh, it's nothing by looking at it, but when you're at the wheel of the Genera Lee, okay,
Yeah.
you got to know what you're doing.
Now, who did you like driving the Genera Lee better? Was it Bo or Luke?
Yeah.
I think it was Bo.
100%. The answer is Bo.
Yeah, I'd have to say because
Luke was the co-pilot.
yeah,
He was Chewbacca.
yeah. I had to do it. It's like
That's
have
okay.
some
No,
fun.
I get it. That's
It's a
good.
Pavlovian response.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, he knew what he was doing, but it takes practice
He did.
to learn how to drive 70, 80 miles an hour to make all
Takes
those.
practice to learn how to drive anything, really.
Now, Quincy, and maybe you, Ricky, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you know why the Genera Lee is orange? Or, excuse me, reddish orange. That's the technical color.
I never thought of that.
Because it was ideal for the Dukes of Hazzard.
Good answer, could be. But they explained it in an episode.
Orange. Did it make it more like tough to see or something like that?
No, it was the only paint Cooter had in the garage.
Wow. Is that it?
That was it.
It works so it offsets the not the Union Jack, whatever the flag is. I can't remember.
Confederate.
The rebel flag on the Confederate flag. Yeah, on the top.
The only
It just
paint
pops
crew.
more.
We mean like
In the episode Happy Birthday Genera Lee, when they discussed the origins of how they got the Genera Lee,
right?
they were going to use it in a race, and the only because it was black when they found it, you know, it was all beat up and whatnot. And Cooter said the only paint I have is this reddish orange in the back, and they painted it, and the Genera Lee was born.
I wonder if it would have had an impact if it was a different color.
I think you know what, they made an excellent choice.
I do too.
For
I never questioned
Now,
that.
the real reason why the producers made it orange, I have no idea.
Yeah, there had to
but
be
the
another
way
one.
they explained it on that episode is that it was the only paint that Cooter had in the garage at the time.
and you know what, it turned out to be a huge success.
Worked for me.
And then, like I said, the doors are welded shut because in the Dukes of Hazzard, they did a lot of stunts. Now, so if they didn't weld those doors shut,
Well, the reason they were shut because it was a race car, and you
Yeah.
can't have the doors open on a race car.
word for word.
So even if you go down to like the Indy 500, all those cars' doors are welded shut. That's why you see the drivers climbing through the window.
Yeah. You know, it's like,
The doors are welded shut.
Yeah.
like I said, all these race cars, including the Genera Lee, go about 70, 80 miles an hour.
Or even fast. But you know what pissed me off when they made that Dukes of Hazzard movie, the one with Jessica Simpson.
She looked good in it.
Now, okay, but what made me sick to my stomach?
What?
All right, coughing it up over there, is when they did the trailer. She opened the door on the Genera Lee and
Oh, I
got
didn't
out.
know that. That's a
and,
no.
and I was like, do you not watch 1 second
Yeah.
of one episode?
That's not good.
I mean, granted, she looked amazing, but that they should have dyed her hair brown.
Yeah.
Daisy was a brunette. I'm sorry.
She did look good though.
She did look good, but I'm just saying if you're gonna go with because Bo and Luke,
Strutting around.
Bo
on
and
those
Luke
heels
kind of
and-
look like Bo and Luke.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville kind of looked like Luke and the other kid there from American Pie who played Bo.
It was good casting.
It was good casting. Uncle Jesse was perfectly casted with Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, great job.
Bad. No, that's Roscoe.
I know, I'm just
and
having some fun.
Roscoe, as much as I love the man who is an actor, he was horrible as Boss Hogg was Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
He did not look anything like Sorrel Book.
Sora book.
Nothing. And they made Roscoe in this movie like a bully. Roscoe was like a little infant.
Yeah.
So
Who knows what goes on their minds when they do these remakes?
they shouldn't have made a remake at all.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And I've asked the original cast members about it, and they are just like, that piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody was in. I don't think any of them made cameos in it.
Jeez, that's right. That's a good point.
If they did, I missed it.
Then they didn't because you wouldn't have missed it.
Right.
There's no way.
Whatever.
There's no way.
Didn't like it. Didn't like it.
Did you see that movie that's coming out?
Which movie's that?
The Long Walk.
The Long Walk.
Have you heard about this yet?
Who's in The Long Walk?
I don't know.
Is that the mile walk you did when you scraped your knee?
Oh, God, I wouldn't have lasted. Well, this is based on a novel by Richard Bachman. Ever heard of Richard Bachman?
And you're not related to Catherine Bach, is he?
No.
Who's
Bachman.
Turner Overdrive?
I knew that was coming. No.
Try.
Richard Bachman.
Oh, isn't that Stephen King's Alias?
Very good. It was his
Yeah.
pen name.
Pen name, whatever.
His nom de plume. His pen name. And he wrote this story. I don't know if I think it was a novella in a collection of stories.
Fancy word for a book.
Well, and it was I think it was in the same collection as the story The Body, which came to be
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. And it was in called The Long Walk. And it's like some sort of a penal system for adolescents or teenagers. Like instead of juvie court, they put them on this road and they make them walk. And you have to maintain a speed of 30 miles an hour and you can only stop for regulated breaks. And anybody that gives up, they shoot them, kill them on the spot. Wow. So there's one left and he gets to go free. So it's just a way of killing all these prisoners and all that. But they were all, doesn't it sound like a terrible story? I mean, like scary.
Oh, I thought it said some tie into the Dukes of Hazzard.
No.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying a new movie coming out.
Well, when does this come out?
This week, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Do we want to go back to the
No,
Dukes of Hazzard?
we're done with that.
And another thing, Stephen Kingish that's coming up, and you might even be interested in this, although I have a feeling you're going to say no. But
No.
Jerry O'Connell,
Stand By Me.
Will Wheaton,
Stand By Me.
and Corey Feldman
Stand By Me.
are going to, on December the 6th in the Lynn Auditorium, do a Q&A with a screening of the film Stand By Me.
You think River Phoenix will show up?
He's dead, TC. What is it with this guy?
The Lynn Auditorium. That was the place where Jeff and I met
Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton.
No interest in that?
I've met all three of them, actually.
But you wouldn't want to go and be involved in
No,
it?
no.
That's what I thought.
No,
Okay.
would
I just
not.
want filling you out on that.
They were doing a Back to the Future thing, I would go.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would.
Oh, we'll see about that.
You have something
No, you'll say, oh, that's only those actors, and not that one. He was only in 2. You'll have all this criteria that's not met, I'm sure, for you to attend this event. This Back to the Future event that isn't even happening.
They should allow me to book the talent.
Well, yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay, maybe I will.
Do it right up at the town hall up here.
I'm not going to do it there.
Why not? You wouldn't have to go
Do it
far.
right here at the podcast penthouse.
Oh, yeah, how are you going to charge tickets for this?
Care. I have Leah Thompson at the end of a table. I've thought of that many times.
I bet you have.
Oh, I'm thinking about it right now.
And what other movies coming up? Was another? I think that's it. No, and like the movies are gone so quick.
Well,
Like, you always say, I'll go see it next week. But if you don't go see it when it first comes out, chances are you have about 3 days to see it.
just the salt miser would not exist in this
No.
day and age if that's the case. Because you know what I just saw being advertised on digital download already on TV was The Naked Gun, the one with Liam
kidding
Neeson.
me.
Not Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson.
Jesus.
Oh, did you hear that whole thing between him and Pamela Anderson was all a publicity stunt?
I you know what? I'm going to say right now, I fall for everything, but I said, this is all BS.
That's actually one I actually fell for.
Yeah, see, now I didn't.
Right.
Go figure. I fall for everything for crying
I thought,
out loud.
she's not seeing anybody. He's been a widower for like 17 years.
Yeah.
And, people say that Pamela Anderson had lost her look. She's still a very attractive woman.
Hey, she's gorgeous.
And hopefully, I would like to see her run down a beach
In slow motion.
in slow motion.
And I like Liam. And how did that film get received? Did it get?
I heard it got decent reviews and
Well, that's
people
good.
liked it.
So maybe there'll be another one.
I've met Liam Neeson. He's a true Irishman.
Nothing wrong with that.
Very, very, very polite person.
Yeah, I bet.
Very
Cordial.
Very, very tall too.
Speaking of Irish, I just started watching the Peaky Blinders.
The Pinky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Spell that for the people listening.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. This is a very, very famous, very watched series on Netflix that wrapped up in 2022. So I'm 3 years too late because, of course, back then everyone says, "Oh, you need to watch this. You will love it." And as soon as someone says that to me, I hate it. So it took
You didn't
me,
do that with Shameless.
It took me a while to get into it. It did, but
Not me.
No, but I mean, it took me a while, but I just was like, damn, that's still one of the best. I've been toying with rewatching that actually. But I don't know, it's a good Irish. A lot of violence. They keep razor blades in the bills of their scally caps,
Maybe they want a gig.
and what they do is when they take it out, they'll like swipe it across, like ripping a guy's cheek, cut his ear off with it.
Is Abdullah the Butcher the executive producer of
There's
this?
a lot of gigging in this.
All right.
A lot of
Maybe
it.
I will have to watch
There
it.
is a lot of blood, a lot of violence, but you have to watch it with the subtitles, so you won't understand a single word they say.
Oh, it's one of those thick
He says,
Irish accents.
What
What is it, like a bunch of Irish Jason Statham's?
Yes.
You can't
Tough
understand
bastards in this one.
goddamn thing he says.
I'll tell you now, Quincy will take it on there. They have the door open for choice and put it down there.
But do they talk about the heel of the bread and the butter?
the heel of the bread and the butter.
The heel of the bread and the butter.
I'd take the butter and I'd heat it up and I'd pour it down your eye while you're asleep, Quincy. Boil the eyeball right out of your head.
That's not good. No.
No, it is not supposed to be good. We're trying to kill you.
Well,
I wonder
there,
if Joe in England is going, that's not bad.
I don't know.
Hi, Joe.
Joe, if you're listening out there at the Weetabix factory, how is that that dialect from Ricky Bittman?
Yeah, the Irish. You know who's in it? Sam Neill.
Sam Neill is
He's
in
probably
it.
the only, well, him and Cillian Murphy are probably the only two well-known actors in it.
Sam Neill from Jurassic Park.
Yes, yeah, he plays a very crafty individual in this movie, in this series.
Wow. Any relation to Vince Neil?
How would I know? I don't know. You ask me these questions all the time.
Well, you know, you
these
are.
names trigger these. You're very. I'd like to get you on one of those psychiatrists. Like, say the first word, like
butter.
white,
Butter.
white,
Black.
town,
City.
bar.
Booze.
I thought you were going to say cheers.
Keep going. I'm going.
Okay, television,
Restani.
leather.
Tuscadero.
Here we go now.
Pinky.
And the brain.
Yeah, but
You don't know how to play this game. Keep going.
no, the two mans. You want brain? Two mans with a brain. But that was caused by
A man with two brains.
a man with two brains, and of course the guy who went to go meet who made that movie.
Okay, we don't care about him. There's only one person that has anything to do with the word brain, and that's Bobby the Brain Heenan. Everybody else
I was
are
gonna
just
say the
imitators.
Scarecrow was-
I know, but that's. But I
We
had
don't
to
care
throw-
about Steve Martin. For someone who hates him, you bring him up a lot.
Who does he bring up? Oh, Steve
Yeah,
Martin.
but I had to throw up some kind of a fast
Well,
answer.
go throw up. You got to throw up. Go to the bathroom. We don't need it on here on the podcast penthouse table.
Arrow.
Smith.
Microphone.
Cable.
Song.
Dance.
Dance.
Radio.
TV.
Am I playing it or are you playing it?
We're both playing it.
All right, fine. All right, fine. We'll have to get a little buzzer next time.
Cereal.
Daisy Ridley.
Prize.
Sofa.
Sofa.
Couch.
Carpet.
Bagger.
Drapes.
Abby.
Grapes.
Grandfather's
Dear
ass.
Abby.
Shut the fuck up and ruining my answer down here.
Water.
Desert.
Beer.
Jeff.
Interesting. Weapon.
Mel Gibson.
Bomb.
Adam.
Tire.
Gauge.
DeSoto.
Gauge. Gauge.
Not the tire gauge.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Snow.
Cocaine.
White.
Christmas.
Quincy.
Thanksgiving.
Turkey.
Road.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Paint.
Hog. Road dog.
Paint.
Yeah.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, see? Very, very TV and movie oriented. I think that made it.
That's all I grew up on.
That's what I like.
I don't care about. I don't care about literature or any of that crap.
Oh, literature. You never read To Kill a Mockingbird?
No, why could I? Saw the movie.
There's a lot of things happen in the book that don't happen in the movie.
Great. I also met Gregory.
She steals a car.
Great
in the book.
I saw Gregory Peck too. I met him. So that makes me like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon with Kill a Mockingbird.
I told you what Chevy Chase said about Gregory Peck.
No, what did he say?
He was at a dinner honoring Gregory Peck, and Gregory Peck was up there speaking. He goes, in my career, I've been very, very fortunate and very lucky. And Chevy Chase went, I'll say. Isn't that great?
I hate Chevy Chase.
Oh, come on. How can you hate Chevy Chase?
You ever met him?
It's a lot. Well, listen, it's not his job to be nice to everybody.
Well, it's not my job to go pay money to go see his fucking movies. Either.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
Beep.
Fuck Chevy Chase.
I love Chevy.
Chevy Chase. Well,
He's up there with the person we're not going to mention as a prick.
Prick?
Prick.
Steve Martin prick?
With a capital P.
There was a video of him doing that exact same thing. He was coming out of a trailer in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you told us.
And he was like,
well, he is right. It's like a lot of people, you grew up with a guy, with a comedian like that, and you go meet him, and he goes, well, how about if I give you one of these? And that, it's like, so what, he's right. What a big
I'm going to hire Phoebe Cates to write spray paint prick on all of his vehicles.
you know what he does? He posts these pictures of like his desserts and stuff.
Gives
and
a
meals,
shit.
And they love all these tiny little old lady meals.
Great. You know, he should choke on Jell-O.
He had some kind of drink with this like crystallized sugar and
Meth.
like in it. And I'm like, have a draft beer. I mean, you're almost 90. You know, have a Twinkie. You know, Steve. What do you? You know,
I'm not talking about him
a
anymore.
nice cold draft beer, Steve. Dunk the Twinkie in it and eat it. Be a man.
That's a big Twinkie.
Lean up on one cheek and just after he has his draft beer, just like cut one.
You know what? I'm going to end this Steve Martin thing right here by saying this. The wrong star from Plane, Trains, and Automobile died.
Okay.
Okay? End of that. John Candy should be still breathing, and Steve Martin should be maggot meat.
People like me. My wife likes me.
You know,
My customers.
You know, there's a new movie coming out, a documentary about
I heard that.
John
It's
Candy. I
called,
saw the trailer.
People like me.
People like me. Yeah.
Is that real, or did somebody just make
No,
that?
no. It's executive produced by Ryan Reynolds, and no, because it has all these interviews with recent like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and whatnot. Obviously, no one's faking that.
Can I walk down memory lane with you for a second?
Go right ahead.
John Candy, as far as he made a lot of things. There were two of his good movies. Now I forgot the name of the one with the bobsleds. That was awesome. And he said, "I need a bobsled. You know, to go bobsled."
Cool Runnings, wasn't it?
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings.
The Jamaican bobsled.
Yeah, Jamaican Bob.
That
True
is-
story.
Was it true?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think John Candy was in it.
No, he
Yeah, he was.
No,
No,
he's
but
in
he
the
wasn't
movie.
in the True Story.
All right, what's the other one?
And The Great Outdoors.
Ah,
Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. What a pair. You know,
I think the Summer Rental is a little bit higher than Great Outdoors.
I envy the director of The Great Outdoors. Why? Because he's married to Leah Thompson.
Had to be in there somewhere.
But no, you are correct. The Summer Rental,
A little bit higher.
Kyle Reiner. I have to watch that movie every July. I missed it this July, so I may have to wait a year, or maybe do a little penalty watch.
But Candy's best work, hands down, is on SCTV.
Well, that's a required taste.
But still, he plays Pavarotti, right? And they're going, ladies and gentlemen, Luciano Pavarotti. And he's sitting in a chair smoking, and he's just talking about just his life and everything. And he goes, and another thing, in Italy, when you go to get a haircut, they cut the nose hair. In America, they don't do that. Sometimes you have to ask them to do it, and even then they won't do it. And he goes, and another thing, he goes, most comfortable shoe I ever wear, Beetle boots.
Beetle boots,
That's what he said.
like from the Beatles.
Yeah, Beetle boots. There's these little nuances.
It's a shame. He was only 43 years old when he passed away. Can you imagine? He's been gone now for 31 years.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the quality of work we would have gotten out of him?
Yeah, and he had so much, really, and I'm still discovering.
I mean, did you see the dramatic work that he did in JFK?
yeah.
I mean, Oliver Stone doesn't give praise that much to a lot of people. He said, John Candy could be one of the greatest dramatic actors
Yeah.
of our time if he didn't,
believe it.
if he
I
didn't
believe
pass
it.
away. I think so, too. I mean, it's like Robin Williams. Everybody just thought he was a lunatic, because of the Mork and Mindy's and
Oh,
whatnot.
God, yeah.
And then look at the body of work that he did.
Yeah, no question.
Including, my favorite two movies of Robin Williams are movies that not many people have seen. Do you know what the ones I'm referring to?
No,
1 Hour Photo.
I have seen that,
All right, and Insomnia,
and I have seen that. Yeah,
and he
both good
plays
movies.
plays lunatics
Yeah.
in each one of those. Totally on the different end
Yeah.
of the spectrum that you
That
think.
one out of photo is really creepy, though.
It's also a sad movie
Yeah,
too,
it's extremely sad. That scene though, that when he's dreaming and the blood comes out of his eyes.
right? But Insomnia, he's the one who's the murderer in the movie that is fucking with Al Pacino, who hasn't
Pacino.
slept in like 4 days because they're up in Alaska where
Yep.
the sun doesn't set. That was I think that was directed by Christopher Nolan from the Batman movie fame.
Really?
And that was Robin Williams is a major, humongous star. He was like a cameo in that movie.
Yeah, he was barely in it. I remember that.
But he basically stole the movie from Pacino in that. So I highly recommend Insomnia and 1 Hour Photo. Those were near the tail end of Robin's life.
Yes.
He was only like in his early 60s when he killed himself. I met him many times. True gentleman, always gracious to the fans.
Yeah.
And when Jeff talked to him about, he's from South Boston. Yeah, Canacon.
Yeah. True
Gentleman, Robin Williams.
I remember my buddy Stick from South. He gave him an Elvis Presley cassette that he made. He goes, actually, it was Elvis's last concert. He goes, Mr. Williams, I'd like to give you this cassette. It's a tape of Elvis's last concert. And Robin Williams just looked at it and went, Elvis Presley? Oh, thank you very much. Which was kind of funny. He said, thank you very much. He put it in his pocket.
Well, he could have been referring to the Honky Tonk Man.
Well, true. But he wasn't. But he put it in the pocket of his Red Sox coat. Fucking Honky Tonk Man. This guy kills me.
Or it could be, it could be.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
It could be Laka.
It could be. He could have been talking about Peter Woos. Who knows?
Well, he wasn't far from Peter Woos. I heard.
What'd you hear?
He wanted to go to Peter Woos.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day of Asian people trying American Chinese food.
They throw up?
No, the older Chinese people really liked it. And it was from Panda Express in the mall.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah, but they were just, the old guy was like, no, this I could see people liking this. It wasn't bad, like different things. But the thing that the young people despised was the hot and sour soup. But the old people were saying that it had the right consistency. Aren't you always saying that it has to have like a thick?
The hot and sour soup at Peter Wu is delicious. Yeah. And the reason it is, I know I've experienced hot and sour soup all over the New England region. I will say this.
I didn't ask for all this, but go ahead.
Okay. Massachusetts, I'm going to put over your Kowloon as well. Massachusetts, particularly the North Shore, has the best Chinese food in the country.
True.
All right? No question. I've had Chinese food in Florida, which is sewage.
What about New York?
It was horrible.
Really?
Horrible. I had shrimp and lobster sauce, and the sauce was clear.
Ooh, that's weird.
That's not shrimp and
I
lobster.
just got a little douche chill from
I
that.
actually brought it back to the counter. I go, what is this? And they go, shrimp and lobster sauce. I go, no. Shrimp and lobster sauce was like brown gravy. Yeah. They go, no.
Not in New York.
Well, you know what? New York excels in pizza and Italian food. I'll give them that, right? But the Chinese food, crap. So hot and sour soup.
Okay.
You can have, it's like clam chowder.
Yeah.
We should get the reel on here to go back on here to talk about hot and sour soup. It has to have a thickness to it.
Yeah. In this video they showed, you could see it.
Right.
And they liked it. The older people liked it. The young people hated
Right.
it.
Because you can go someplace and it's watered down hot and sour soup, and it looks kind of looks like tea.
Yeah. It's a weird consistency though, because like it's not like a broth. It has like a it's a thickness to it.
Oh, I don't know what they do in it, especially at Peter Wu.
Gelatinous was, I think, the term the guy used.
Well, this isn't really that gelatinous.
But he's saying it had a gelatinous likeness to it.
In layman's terms, you can have a soup or you can have a stew.
Right.
All right. That's the difference.
Is hot and sour soup somewhere in between?
Hot and sour soup is definitely somewhere in between.
Yeah. 'Cause it's very different than both.
Maybe one night you can come with us at the Peter Wu.
Maybe.
And
tomorrow I have to go for Mexican food.
Well, there's always next Friday.
There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. Next Friday, head to the Cape.
For what?
Just a little getaway. On Friday night, we're coming back Wednesday.
You go more on vacations than anybody I know.
Do. And then on October 2nd, I fly down to Florida.
For what?
For vacation?
You just had a vacation.
I had 3 days off. That ain't no vacation.
You know how many days off I've had?
Oh, poor you.
I'm assuming Abby's flipping the bill for this one.
Florida, yeah. Not for the Cape.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say I get running a tab at the Woo. I'm going to have her put it in her name.
You should order 2 bowls of hot and sour soup.
I could not finish it.
No?
It's a big bowl.
Wonder if Randy Santel could.
I think it's like Randy Savage. I think he can't finish anything.
Because he's dead.
How do you know?
I know he's dead.
Who's Randy Santel? Who's that?
He's that food guy. Remember I went to see him down at in Medford?
Oh, that dude. Yeah. He's married a little girl.
Katina Eats Kilos.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big fan of hers on YouTube. I've seen her. She went down to some not Texas Roadhouse, but it was like a Texas Steakhouse. And it reminded me, speaking of the great outdoors, like the old 96er.
Yeah, she ate that.
And she woofed that.
Yeah.
And
and she's still like as tall as this mic stand.
Right.
She wolfed the 96er?
Oh, yeah.
Little girl. Little tiny slip of a thing.
Yeah, she had to have the old 96er, and she had to have a big baked potato with all the trimmings and whatnot, and a salad.
And what she have to drink?
She could have water. You could have as many drinks of water you can, but you have an hour to finish this.
Milkshake.
And where was this now?
Texas.
Could you do it?
No. But you know what? It reminds me of like some of these shows you've seen on TV. It's like,
Scared the shit out of me.
and what's the best you're gonna get out of it? It's like you get your name on the wall if you finish off. Okay. In other words, like, or another show called Man versus Food. Okay. In
Casey?
other words,
Do you like Casey or Adam?
You know what? Okay, that's a good. Do you know who we're talking about here?
you go first, and
That
I'll.
noise has come back all of a sudden.
Yeah. What was that?
I thought it was my tinnitus in my ear, but no, it's Quincy. There it is.
Go ahead. You go first.
You know Man versus Food, right?
Yeah.
All right, there were two guys on it. There was Adam Richmond and Casey somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know what the guy's last name is. Yeah. Which one was your favorite eater?
It's been a long time, but I guess the one who ate the fat burgers and.
Okay, well, they've both done it. But which guy is your favorite?
I'd have to see the show again.
All right,
The redhead or the brunette?
Yeah.
The pretty brunette. I guess I know.
The pretty brunette. All right.
And then there was another one. The other show, like I said, there was like who wolfed down the big steak.
Some woman.
She must have been pretty damn hungry.
Katina eats kilos. She's about this tall.
Right, literally that tall. She could walk on this table and she'd be about 2 feet tall.
And she's not going to get any taller.
Who knows?
I don't think that's the issue.
But all right, getting back. All right, who did I refer on Man vs. Food? Adam or Casey?
Yeah.
It has to be Adam.
Yeah. He was the original.
I mean, Casey reminds me of Leo too much.
he does. He really does. That's so funny you should say that. As you're saying, I said, he's got to say Leo. And he's real likable and everything. I like Casey.
Well, he's never done any television before. He went to an open casting call.
Yeah.
And they just liked his personality and he woofed.
I did see him do a hot wing challenge one time. It was so funny because he was dying. And I snapped a picture of the screen. I wish I had the picture. He's literally like looking up and he looks like he's kneeling in front of God for mercy. He's like, there's so much hot stuff in his mouth.
But he does remind me of Cousin Leo.
Now, do you know the controversy with Adam Richmond?
No.
He had been doing the show for a while, and he stepped down from the show, and he lost an incredible amount of weight. And he started shaming fat people. You can't, and it's one of the toughest things. I mean, it's not easy to lose weight.
No,
we're
it's
both
not.
struggling with this. And he just kind of shit on overweight people.
Did they beat on him?
It just, his popularity plummeted.
That's why Casey's on there?
He was knocked out of everything. I'm telling you. I think he had stepped down before that because he wanted to lose weight and everything. But I saw something recently, and he's fat again, which always happens sometimes. I mean, I shouldn't say always, but often. But I think it
He hasn't gone on the Ozempic train yet?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, anyway, I saw him recently.
You know what? I'm rephrasing that. I like Casey better
Yeah.
because he's more entertaining. He's natural.
Yeah, he just felt very likable.
He's
too,
a good
Casey.
bloke, as they say over in England.
Yeah,
he's
he
a good
is.
bloke.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about these shows,
Yeah.
who takes the dare, Man versus Food, all that. If you don't finish, then you get your name put up on the loser's wall, or whatever it is they call it,
You don't get that fancy T-shirt.
and you don't get the fancy T-shirt. But if you finish everything, then you get your name put up on the Hall of Fame wall.
Yeah.
And is that the best you're gonna get out of it?
What do you want?
Yeah. Well, in other words, I wouldn't do any of that. And
You want to be a little bit famous?
Well, there's other ways, maybe easier ways than that to be famous.
What's that, like holding up a bank or something?
That's true.
Think about other ways. But how long did it
You
take?
got a whole restaurant of people cheering for you. Like there's a 7-pound burrito in front of you, and you can down that, and you down it. And you're like after it's like yeah.
What if someone said, okay, Quincy, we want you to drink these 5 gallons of milk in an hour, and you had like 45 of your closest fans behind you cheering you on? The adrenaline rush, you think you could do it?
I couldn't drink that much in an hour, but
Well, that's just loser talk right there. That's why.
well,
That's
no,
why.
no, it's
That's
like,
why you're not on Man versus Dairy.
That's why Katina eats kilos, eats that big steak. And you have half of a sub sitting over there, and you said it was too big.
Oh my, yeah. You've had a giant tuna sub.
So I'll finish that later. I told you I was going to pick at it.
Why didn't you wrap it up?
Yeah, why are you just leaving it out there so the flies can come over here and whatnot?
What was on the tuna sub? If you don't mind my asking.
Tuna, pickles, and extra mayo.
And lettuce.
And lettuce. Yeah,
You want to talk about extra mayo? How many tubes of mayo did they give you?
well, the guy goes, here, take these. Like, thank you.
There was about 8 of them.
And you put them
No.
all on the sandwich?
A couple of them, yeah.
Yeah, about 4.
Well, I opened like 2 of them, and then
These weren't small little mayonnaise containers. They were like they were long. They looked like Slim Jims of mayonnaise.
Mayo's good.
it is good.
Favorite mayonnaise?
Mike's. It's my new one. Just started buying Mike's. I love it.
Cane's.
Mike's makes me.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
And not because it's Sabrina's last name either.
I never heard of any product called
How did
Mike's.
you know that's what I meant when I looked away?
Mike's mayonnaise?
Yeah, it's a brand new one. Mike's Amazing Colossal Mayonnaise or something like that. I don't know. We just started buying it. It's pretty good.
Mayonnaise and Sabrina. There's a connection there.
Oh, God, help us.
I wonder, like,
I like my tuna with pickles and tomatoes.
there you go.
I do too sometimes.
Nice mix.
It is a nice mix.
But I'm a pickle person on my tuna.
Yeah, you got to have pickles. But I also like Swiss cheese.
There's too many holes in it.
Well, that's why it's Swiss cheese.
Now, why is that Swiss? Why go?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't see. I know Swiss people. They don't have holes in them.
You're not a big cheese guy, are you?
Just American cheese or mozzarella
Oh,
cheese.
there's this Italian guy.
well, that way, like, when they put all the holes in the
I'm
cheese,
sorry.
like,
All right, so, yeah, just interrupt us conversation over here. Put a hole. You got a lot of holes in you.
Well, that way they can go, you're the like hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo.
You're the like
You're the
hee-hoo.
hee-hoo.
And then, like, I can remember an old school, like, talk radio show.
Yeah.
With 2 disc jockeys.
Ooh, Larry Glick.
No, they're from WRKO. And remember,
Just Kane?
no, Jordan Rich and
Bill Lowell.
no, Jordan Rich and
Bill Loney?
no,
Bill Loney here?
the name is going to come back to me in a second. Anyway, the Swiss Miss Hot.
Norm Nathan.
Norm Nathan, yes, that's it.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
All right, you know what? Norm Nathan gets an applause because Norm Nathan.
So what did Norm Nathan do?
Because Norm Nathan said, well, as they say, Methuen, yodelay, who here, who? And when they were doing all this, that's how come they put all the holes in the Swiss Miss cheese. And then they go, yodelay, hee-hoo, and drink Smith's hot chocolate. And
Do you know Norm Nathan is kind of mentioned on this program every episode?
Just about, yeah. He gets
No, but no. Do you know one word that I say? It came from Norm Nathan.
Unbelievable.
Palatial.
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 I never realized that.
Yeah, unbelievable. You know where that comes from?
Rilla Monsoon.
Vince McMahon. You were close.
Gorilla said that a lot.
No, he said, "Will you stop?"
He always unbelievable.
No, Vince McMahon was unbelievable. That's where I got that from.
All right.
I mean, if Gorilla Monsoon said it too, there's a book coming out about the life of Gorilla Monsoon. Comes out at the end of the month.
Interesting. You going to read it?
I'm going to buy it. You kidding me?
You're going to read it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the last book I really read cover to cover was the autobiography of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yes.
So I have to have, the yin and the yang.
You do. That's
Gorilla Monsoon is one of my favorite people ever that I've.
part of the story.
He's part of the story. Yeah. I mean, Gorilla Monsoon, was the foil for the Brain.
Yeah, they were great together.
He was. Now, what were we talking? Was getting back to the Swiss cheese. Why is there holes in the Swiss cheese?
I don't know, but like I said, then I started asking if you were into cheese at all. And this is this Italian dude I discovered on Facebook. He's in Italy, right? And he cuts open these wheels of Parmigiano Reggiano and all this, like the really good Italian cheese, and it's all like sealed up in those tight wax drums. And he cuts it open, and he cuts a little piece, and the whole time he's talking very seductively in Italian. And then he like slices it off, and then he bites it, and you can just taste it from watching him. And at the end, he always goes, "Enchanté," which means delighted. Look for this guy.
I will.
He really is good. He's probably on your Instagrams.
Probably. Enchanté. That was what Pee Wee Herman said as Derek for real in the movie Blow when he met Tuna. Remember the huge kid?
Yeah, and he said that?
And he goes, Enchanté, Tuna.
Interesting.
I did finish that Pee Wee Herman documentary.
Yeah, it was good, huh?
It was excellent.
Yeah.
I like the build up before he's Pee Wee.
Yeah.
You know, once they did Pee Wee, everybody knows the story there.
But I mean, his Pee Wee, that style like rose and just kind of dipped quick.
What I found interesting when he was doing the improv, he created this Indian character that he thought he was going to become famous with.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he was like, well, maybe everybody's going to make fun of me, racism and whatnot. And then I like the fact of the story that he got the name Pee Wee on a harmonica.
Yeah.
And then Herman was some kid he grew up with.
Yeah.
Just magic.
What a great character, though, when you think about it.
Oh,
Which is so real.
When you think of the 80s, if Pee Wee Herman ain't on that list, there's a problem.
And his appearances on Letterman, classic. When he would drive, him and Letterman would just sit there like this.
Those ranked up there with the Andy Kaufman appearances.
No question.
Easily.
And I saw clips of him recently when he was on The Tonight Show with Joan Rivers, and he used to come on at Halloween time, and he would show her all the things he could, like different candies and stuff. Very creative individual.
I'm wondering why Johnny didn't have Pee Wee.
Yeah, I don't want him here.
He's too thin. He's a little odd.
And he had that Glen plaid suit and everything.
Glenn had a suit?
And that pattern is called Glen plaid.
Oh, not the Glenn we're referring to.
I used to have a Glen plaid suit.
Did you?
Double-breasted, yeah.
Double-breasted?
What a queer!
Now, where did you get that?
I bought that at, I can't remember the name of the store, but it was a Hart Schaffner and Mach's brand. And the trousers were lined with silk from the crotch to the knee. That's a nice
silky
feeling.
smooth.
Really nice.
I have a pencil in my hand right now, a number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
All talk show hosts have the pencils. I didn't notice this until someone pointed it out.
Letterman?
Well, Letterman had it, but Johnny Carson had erasers on both ends.
That's what Letterman had. Oh, no, that was Carson. You're right.
Right.
Because Letterman used to throw his in the ceiling.
Right.
Yeah.
He had.
That's right.
So he wouldn't poke his eye out or
My
something.
mother pointed that out to me when I was a kid when we were watching it. She goes, look, the pencil has erasers on both
Now
ends.
I want pencils with the Restani logo with erasers on both ends.
You should look for those.
Well, you work in that industry somewhere.
I'm out of that industry.
You're out of the pencil industry?
Yeah.
You don't have the pencil?
You could probably get those on Etsy.
Oh, what?
Etsy. Look up Etsy.
The hell's Etsy?
Etsy, ETSY.
Was it an Italian woman?
Maybe that's what it's named after, but anything you want you can find on Etsy.
Really?
Yeah. My fan had those Ricky Bibbin beer mugs made on Etsy for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Anything.
I want the double eraser and pencils.
Look for
then.
Etsy, and I'm guaranteed someone out there makes them.
All right, fine. We'll look it up. Quincy, wrap up the program.
Sip, 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 sip.
Sips his water, whatever you're drinking.
Okay, but it's that time. So we want to thank you for watching this very interesting, exclusive episode.
Exclusive.
It is. Look at all the celebrities we just talked about.
Who do we talk about? What celebrities? Give us a little rundown.
Noah Mathan, Jordan Rich, and we talked about Swiss Miss Hot Chocolate and Yodeling He Who. Come on now.
And Casey from Man vs. Food?
Yeah.
And Casey from Man vs. Food.
Katina eats kilos.
Kilos. Is that not a good combination of celebrities?
What? It's like a night of 1,000 stars.
Yeah.
All rolled up in one.
Night has 1,000 eyes. Go ahead.
So we hope to see you again soon. And remember, please drive home carefully. Don't drink and drive, otherwise you're going to pay the consequences. And most important, remember, we never close.
Enchanté.